The silver Honda Accord sat crooked on the shoulder of Highway 47, a lonely two-lane road cutting through Pennsylvania farmland. Morning mist hung low over the trees, softening the edges of the world. Its driver's door was cracked open. Inside, a purse rested neatly on the passenger seat. A phone, battery dead, lay beside it. Keys were missing. No footprints in the mud. No sign of a struggle. Just an eerie stillness. This was the last known trace of Claire Weston, a 31-year-old mother and part-time graphic designer from Maplewood. 3 days earlier, she had kissed her 6-year-old son Jacob goodbye, told her husband Ethan she was visiting her sister Megan in the neighboring town of Briar Creek, and simply disappeared. On the surface, Claire's life looked perfectly ordinary. She was the mom who baked cookies for school events, the neighbor who watered your plants while you were away. Friends described her as bright and soft-spoken, a woman who seemed to hold her little family together with quiet devotion. The morning of April 14, 2022, began like any other. Ethan left for work around 8. Jacob caught the school bus. Claire texted Megan that she'd be on the road by 9:30. But by noon, Megan's excitement turned to worry. Claire hadn't arrived. Calls went unanswered. By mid-afternoon, her phone was going straight to voicemail. At 7 p.m., Ethan called Maplewood police to report his wife missing. He sounded calm, concerned, but not frantic. "She's been stressed," he told officers. "Maybe she just needed some time away." Detectives began what they believed was a standard missing person search. Trace her route, check hospitals, contact highway patrol. There was no sign of an accident. Her credit cards were inactive. Her social media, silent. Investigators canvassed the 2-hour stretch between Maplewood and Briar Creek. Traffic cameras offered only a fleeting glimpse. Claire's Accord passing a toll plaza at 9:47 a.m., headed west. No footage ever showed her arriving in Briar Creek. At first, police considered the most common explanation, voluntary disappearance. Claire's recent browser history included searches like "starting over after leaving a marriage" and "how to get full custody Pennsylvania." To detectives, it looked like a woman quietly planning a new life. But friends and coworkers pushed back. Claire adored her son. She wouldn't leave without him. And she'd never drive into the woods and abandon her purse and phone. 3 days later, a county road crew working a remote section of Highway 47 noticed a silver sedan parked just beyond the tree line. The driver's side door was slightly ajar. Inside, Claire's purse, wallet, and phone. Outside, nothing. No skid marks, no blood, not even a footprint in the damp earth. Detectives processed the vehicle meticulously. The seat was adjusted to Claire's usual setting. The gas tank was 3/4 full. The engine showed no mechanical issues. Fingerprints belonged only to Claire and her immediate family. The discovery changed the investigation from a potential runaway to a suspicious disappearance. If Claire had walked away voluntarily, why leave behind everything she needed to start a new life? With the highway search yielding nothing, detectives turned their attention to Maplewood. Interviews with friends and neighbors revealed a more complicated portrait of the Westons' marriage. A coworker recalled Claire quietly asking how to obtain a restraining order. A neighbor reported late-night arguments and once seeing Claire sitting in her car in the driveway long after midnight, crying. The most chilling testimony came from her sister Megan. Weeks earlier, Claire had confessed that Ethan monitored her spending, checked her messages, and once punched a wall inches from her head during an argument. "She told me she felt like a prisoner," Megan said, "but she was afraid to leave because of Jacob." Armed with this information, investigators obtained a search warrant for the Weston home. In a locked desk drawer in the master bedroom, they found a spiral-bound journal. The pages read like a private cry for help. "He tells me no one will believe me. I feel like a prisoner in my own home. If I try to leave, he'll take Jacob." The journal reframed the case entirely. Claire wasn't a runaway. She was a woman trying to escape. Detectives subpoenaed cell phone and GPS records. What they found contradicted Ethan's statements. He claimed he had been at work all day, but tower data placed his phone near Highway 47, the very stretch where Claire's car was found, between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. Security footage from a gas station along the route captured a truck matching Ethan's heading west within an hour of Claire's last known movement. When questioned, Ethan insisted he'd lent the truck to a friend, but he failed to provide a name. Investigators also discovered that he had purchased a large quantity of cleaning supplies, including industrial-strength bleach, the day before Claire disappeared. For weeks, the case stalled. Then a former co-worker of Ethan's came forward. Months earlier, Ethan had asked, half joking, half serious, how difficult it would be to make someone disappear without leaving evidence. Detectives dug deeper into Ethan's finances and found an unusual rental payment to a self-storage facility on the outskirts of town. The unit was registered under an alias, but surveillance footage showed Ethan entering it 2 days after Claire vanished. Inside, investigators found a tarp with faint, dried blood stains, a set of keys matching Claire's Honda, a prepaid burner phone containing deleted text messages. Forensic analysis recovered a single chilling message. "She won't ruin me. No one will take my son." DNA confirmed the blood matched Claire. On June 3, 2022, officers arrested Ethan Weston outside his workplace. Confronted with the evidence, he maintained his innocence, claiming the items were planted and the journal fiction. But prosecutors argued that years of coercive control escalated to violence when Claire finally planned to leave. Despite the absence of Claire's body, the digital trail, phone pings, surveillance footage, hidden journal, proved devastating in court. Ethan Weston was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. To this day, Claire's remains have not been found. Her family continues to hold annual vigils along Highway 47, lighting candles where her car was discovered. They advocate for stronger laws protecting victims of domestic abuse and for improved protocols in missing person cases that begin with the assumption that the victim just walked away. Megan keeps Claire's journal, its pages worn from countless readings. In one of the final entries, Claire wrote, "Someday I will be free. Jacob and I will start over." Her words are a haunting reminder of the escape she never got to finish. Claire Weston's disappearance began as a mystery on a foggy highway, but the truth lay inside her own home. It is a chilling lesson that the most dangerous place for some is the place the world assumes is safest. If you or someone you know is experiencing abuse, help is available. In the U.S., call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233-SAFE. In Canada, call 1-866-863-0511 or text 540 to 540.